Good morning everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So still sideways, CPI printed negatively, well, not what the market was expecting, should I say, and we did have a bit of a meltdown. Now if you just look at the bigger picture here, we're still traveling sideways. We are at a fairly, I'm going to put both these levels in, I'll give them to you shortly, but we're in this zone of potential resistance. If we reject this zone, I suspect you will get a bigger move to the downside, and the next logical target is basically going to be at 16,480. Now this zone is sitting between 16,660 and 16,622, and you can see, looking left, you can see how many times tails have touched, buyers have come in off this zone. We broke below it, they tried to sell off it again. Well, this year already we've bought off this zone, and now we are in the zone, and I'm not so sure that's a positive way of saying it's in the zone, but we are in the zone. We've got a crossover here of the moving averages. I suspect another leg down, which is just, yeah, we're still bullish. The overall picture is still bullish until we break below the 150 EMA. We are in an uptrend. So this to me is still a consolidation phase, but it's just going on a lot longer than what I'm comfortable with. Moving out, the oscillators are crossed over and starting to point down, and they've separated. So there is merit to be paying very close attention to opportunities to the downside, but you need to be very careful because this is such a strong uptrend. If we drop down to the 3 hour, you're going to see absolute chaos this week so far. Big up, big down, big up, big down, and you can see the significance of this zone that I've given you at 16,660 and 16,622. So you can see how that is impacting price. Now pay very careful attention to the moving averages here. They are coming together. It's almost flat. There's no trend. There's absolutely no trend on the 8 hour or the 3 hour. Okay, so be very, very careful of jumping into this. Big move down does look like a flag forming, so second leg down would be the most logical thing, and 16,480 would be the most logical target, but the market is not logical. So be very careful what you do. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and down onto the hour you'll see crossover of all the moving averages. Moving averages are just above the zone I've given you, and you can see even more bearish setups that I'm looking at the moment. But the thing is, the US market did climb quite significantly yesterday after falling, so take it with a pinch of salt. I think the bottom line is, in order for me to look for longs here, I need to be above this zone. I need these moving averages to cross back over if I'm playing the hour, and then I'm looking for a move back to the top of the range, and the top of the range in my eyes is basically 16,795 or 16,780. Oh, sorry, 16,800. That would be my top of range. Now, when we're ranging like this, you obviously want to be on the lower time frames, and that would be the 15-minute. I mean, we had a beautiful setup here off structure, which I actually looked at and got taken out. So at the moment, drop below the 150 EMA down. Now we've got a crossover of the faster moving averages, but we're still below the 150 EMA. So I'm not really interested in this. Shorts are only going to come into play if we break below 16,622. So I want to see a break and a retest of that. Then we are looking at 16,480. If we do break to the upside, I'm not really keen. I want us to be above the 150 EMA. So I want this kind of setup here above the 150 before I even start looking at that for an opportunity to the upside. So I suspect this is going to be still be a bit chaotic. We do have earnings coming out now. Today's basically the start, and then Tuesday really kicks off. But yeah, I think it's safer to just sit back and wait for some better structure. If you're one of those lucky people who are not working and sitting at home, and pay attention to the 5-minute chart, because your levels to the downside and levels to the upside are going to be very, very well defined. So you can basically pick up quite a few trades, but you need to sit in front of the chart and actually watch what's going on. But the levels stay the same, the structure stays the same, the opportunities stay the same. So you can see here how clear this is. If you break above 16,660, find support there. You've got 55-point stop loss, and you can quite easily pick up 55 points, possibly even more, and the same as to the downside. But you're going to need to be sitting and watching it. And I think a lot of people that watch this show are not full-time traders, so it doesn't really make sense to try and trade full-time when you're working. Anyway, this is me sitting on the sides, I think, until we get a clear break of this little zone, and break and retest to the downside, then we'll take it, break and retest the upside, then we'll take that as well. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you Monday morning. Cheers for now.